20 after 6 on this first Monday of August, which means it is free legal advice day once again. There's the number on your screen if you want to call in live. Attorney David Betras hanging out with us, as always, to kick off the month. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. How are you?
It's been a couple weeks since I've seen you.
It's been a couple weeks since I've seen you. What an exciting weekend I had. They had a big 250th celebration at Put-in-Bay.
Nice.
House State Marching Band. Some big bands, I forget their names.
Yeah.
Reenactments, the Army Band, Navy Band.
That's cool.
It was really cool. They had a very nice thing where you could sign the Constitution.
That is really
cool.
Well, I mean, and he still made it back to do free legal advice.
Yeah, I had nothing on my calendar this morning. So.
well, you
Came
had
back just for this guy and for all of you.
All right, we already have some questions lined up. This one came from email. A person said, my husband and I inherited a property 15 years ago along with his brother. We don't want the property, but we want our fair share from the sale. His brother, though, is holding off because he says he might want the property at some point in the meantime. They're kind of stuck paying half the taxes for 15 years. Do they have any sort of legal recourse?
Yes, they can force the sale of the property.
They can. How does that work?
We file a lawsuit.
Okay.
For lack of a better word, saying, I want to sell my half, either buy it or put it up for sale.
All right. So
they can force that. They're not remediless.
All right. Well, that's interesting. The family dynamics there, though, at play make it a little...
I lost my voice over the weekend. I really don't want anyone to know how I lost my voice.
He had a good time.
I just got it back this morning, so I got that going for me.
This one was also from email. The person said, my 24-year-old son unfortunately passed away back in January. The question was, who is responsible then for any debt that he had at the time?
Unless anyone signed on anything with him, he is.
Okay.
If he doesn't have the money, he has a sort of a bankrupt estate, and those people are just out their money.
Okay. This one also came from email. This was from after the 4th of July. They said that they discovered their neighbor's firework debris was all over their yard, their walkway, their porch, their deck, their brand new roof as well. They took pictures and cleaned it up. They asked if they could just move the fireworks back 150 feet away from their property. The response from the neighbor was that it wasn't done intentionally, and so what? So the question now is there anything more that they can do? Are there regulations about setting fireworks close to a property line?
With the township that you're in.
Okay.
Or the city, you'd have to check that. But there's nothing more they can do.
If a firework debris that somebody set off, like sets your neighbor's roof on fire, then that's a different story, right?
There's a lot you can do.
But just debris.
Just debris, and everyone's celebrating the 4th. In some townships, some cities, they do have some regulations, so they might want to check with that. Make a prophylactic complaint to the zoning inspector. Maybe a nice letter goes out from a government official. And we go from there.
All right.
The more I'm talking, the more my voice is going. Oh, a bunch of people out there are going to be happy when my voice is gone.
All right. This question is, my landlord hasn't fixed the air conditioning unit in more than a month. Can I withhold the rent until he fixes it, or what can I do to make him fix it?
No, you're not allowed to withhold your rent.
Yeah.
The procedure is to put your rent into escrow, into the court that covers that jurisdiction. The court holds that rent until he fixes the air conditioning.
All right, there you go.
Right.
Answering questions and keeping his voice intact. So we're going to give him a little breather, and he'll be back here in about 20 minutes or 15 minutes.
But I'm going to take the call back there.
But he will take calls in the meantime, so feel free to call in. We'll be back with we're talking money, actually, after the break. Keep it here. Of the month means more free legal advice. Round number 2 for Attorney David Betras.
I can't keep it in anymore.
Yeah, so he's been needing to express something.
It was Italian Fest this past weekend, right?
Yep.
Frank Cassis of the MVR fame, 99 years in business.
Yep.
Did he bring you cannolis?
I wasn't here, but I was told no.
Milena, did he bring you cannolis? No. Okay. I'm just going to have to take that up with him.
Okay.
The only way you can make it up, Frank, is they said trestle tortellini next time you come in.
That was my request, but I mean, I could eat that for breakfast.
Yes.
All right, Let's get to the actual questions. All right, this was an interesting one. This person said 15 years ago they put in a pool. At the time, they got a variance from the city to have a shorter fence than is required for a pool. They got their neighbors to sign off on it. They now have a new neighbor, however, that was asking if they would consider putting in a fence at the regular height. They haven't forced anything yet, but their question is, can they force them to have to do it?
Probably not.
Okay.
If we're already granted the variance.
All right.
That's locked in.
Okay.
So I don't know why the new neighbors are asking him for a taller fence. They might have young children there.
Yeah.
So, but no, if you got a variance and that was already established, then you're good to go.
All right. This one came from email. The person said, the house I bought has a driveway that is partially on the neighbor's property. Now, the previous owner said they had verbal approval from the owners of that home who had since moved out. They do want to get the driveway repaved. So now, what do? They need to get approval from the new owners next door.
Well, they're in a pickle.
This is tough, right?
Well, you're using a piece of property that's not yours.
Yeah.
You don't have it by adverse possession. Technically, if the neighbors wanted to kick you off that part of the driveway, they could. But when you sit back and think about it, if you're using part of my driveway and they come up and they go, hey, I want to make this real nice, I wouldn't complain about it.
Yeah.
Right?
But if it comes down to a dispute and you build a driveway or part of your driveway or part of your fence on neighbor's property.
You're not allowed to be on other people's property.
So they can just file something and
kick you off.
There you go.
And if you don't do it within so many years, they get to take that property from you.
That's a really interesting part of it. All right, we do have a caller on the line. Caller, go ahead with your question for Attorney Betras.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
My question is, if after a court hearing on a judgment case, can I call the court before the judge makes a decision because extra information... Hello?
Yes, so you have a judgment against you?
No. I filed for partition, and during the hearing, it was just Friday, but information wasn't asked in court and testimony and stuff. This was just Friday. Can I call the court today
Do you have a lawyer representing you?
and ask? Hello?
Do you have a lawyer representing you?
I did. He didn't.
Well, if he didn't ask the question, you're out of luck. No, you cannot call the judge and speak to him. What's called ex parte. If something should have been done in the hearing and wasn't, that's on your lawyer. You suffer the consequences of it. But you should talk to your lawyer and see if there's some way you can't remedy to make sure the judge finds out that information.
No.
All right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for calling in.
Well, and thank you for your expertise.
Well,
as
thank
always.
you. And you know I never come empty-handed.
Look at that.
I know.
Some of those have been taken care of already.
I don't know who took pieces of those.
That was not me for once, for a change. How about that? Oh, I don't even... He handed me a bagel. He knows that I haven't...
No, I did it.
You did? Okay.
I'll make a statement against interest.
There you go.
Frank, bring them cannolis.
All right.